On this hunt, we're loading up the truck and headed to Colorado, accompanied by my good hunting buddy, Mr. Mark Hanna, who this week is full-time cameraman due to a motorcycle injury preventing him from pulling his bow back. I know what you're thinking. Get off that bike, it's hunting season. We have 180 acres to ourselves this week in pursuit of the state's most majestic creature, the Rocky Mountain elk. There's excitement, action, and I'd be lying if I didn't say there was a little disappointment along the way. This is Hardin in the Outdoors. Let's get after it.
There's that one. Oh, shit. Oh my God.
The hardest part about elk hunting is the 14-hour drive it takes you to get to where the elk are. They probably pay really well. That's crazy just how it changes. We got an elk tag in the pocket. Mark, how do you feel?
Ready to hunt elk.
Let's go. After waking up the neighborhood badger, we make our way through the rocky roads of cattle to set up by the upper meadow. We let out a few cow calls to see if we can get a response, not realizing we were only 70 yards from our first encounter with our first elk.
He might have a big bull with him. I doubt it. If something does walk up on us, it's going to be right in our lap when we see it. Yeah, he was probably 40, 50 yards. 30. Alright, yeah, let's creep up and see if we can see another elk. Good looking spike. If we had a spike tag, we'd be in business. Yeah, if we had a spike tag. If we had a spike tag, Caleb might have shot already. Yeah, we would have been loading up some meat. That's right. Would he take your tag? Maybe not day one, but I think we'd take him. He's not huge, but he's good. His back tines are pretty tall. We got Mark taking a leak over here. What'd you find? A couple does. I think they like us. They've been following us around.
The first evening, we decided to test our luck and do a little sit at the lower meadow. This spot is not only where I shot my bull last year, but where I shot my mule deer not 50 yards apart during second rifle season. We had 12 does total walk by us, but no luck on elk. But still, not a bad start to the week.
That's what Mark's looking for right there.
Yep.
The second morning started off running into the same dang spike in the same dang spot we left him yesterday morning. We watch him for a bit, making sure he doesn't have a cow with him, and not too long after that, we run into another cool-looking 2x3 spike just up the trail. We still hear bugles in the area, so we decide to keep on going and make our way up to try to get close. Well, as you can see, it got cold. Now, is it freezing? No, but us California boys have been bow hunting in high 80s, low 90s for the past month, so it's freezing for us. So we put on some layers, and it's been raining most of the day. It stopped for the last like 2 hours, so it's 5 o'clock right now. So we're gonna head back to where we saw elk this morning and just see if we can catch anything embedded in those aspens from the rain, or if they're out in the meadow. But no, I guess the plus side to this is that it just knocked all that dry brush on the ground and got a little wet, so it should be quiet going in. I got the rain boots on just in case it starts raining again. Mark's putting on layers. We got the tarp on the quad, so we're gonna head over there, see what we can do. We got 2 days after this, so we gotta get it done. Hopefully not run into only spikes.
What'd you range him at?
It was like 48 yards. That's the fourth spike we've seen.
Yeah, I thought
that one was small. That's why I thought it was a cow immediately. Yeah. That would have been, I had no idea we were here.
Yeah, because I saw the top of his head too for a second when you were saying get down, and I didn't see the antlers until he moved a little bit. But
I'm so over spikes, man. That's the fourth one we've seen.
I know, I figured he must have split up from his buddies. I thought they'd all be together.
Well, yeah,
but they're herding cattle right over the other side of the fence, so that's not helping. Sound like they could be like 400 yards away at least. Well, we had, I think, 3 bulls in here yesterday morning and 4 or 5 spikes, a couple cows. But this morning with the weather, I think they just stayed over on this big ranch right here. I heard a muzzleloader shot this morning. That's the 4th one we've heard since we've been here on this range. So they're taking all the elk. But I don't know how some of you whitetail hunters stay on the tree stand all day. It's cold, Jack. And it's only like 44 degrees here, but man, I'm freezing. I'm sitting here making some coffee in the morning. Caleb's out hunting. Where'd she go? Found me a couple elk right there up on the hillside. Well, that's a wrap for this morning. Heading back to the quad right now. Couldn't get anything done. We got the rest of the day. We got all day tomorrow. And then Tuesday morning, we'll do a little hunt. But then we got to get out of here. Got to get back to California. Because then we have 2-day break. And then the rifle opener. So we're cutting it down to the wire. But we still got time. Hopefully we can turn something up. That's not a spike.
There's 3 cows, huh? Or 2. One looks small.
One's a calf.
Yeah, that calf in the middle. That's what we're looking for.
As I make my way into the thicker aspens following a game trail, something eventually catches my eye, and sure enough, it's a bedded bull. For 30 minutes I stand behind a bigger aspen tree, peeking over with my rangefinder trying to get a range. 56 yards. I set my pin, and now it's time to play the waiting game and hope he stands up. Finally, he stands up, not taking his eyes off my direction, and I draw my bow back and take way too quick of a shot, sending the arrow right over the back of the bull. Under further investigation, the bedded area was only 43 yards away from my shot, not 56. Missed range and a blown opportunity.
Well, there was my chance at a bull. Messed up. I don't know. I think my rangefinder picked up through the brush, through his head and antlers, and got, that's a frog, got just whatever was behind him. But it was just a misranged animal. And now I'm missing an arrow and blew an elk out. So, golly, we got 1 day left. Nothing I can do about it now. And head back and wallow.
Having shaken off the failure from the afternoon hunt, we head out for the evening to see if we can't turn something up. In the distance, we spot 2 spikes, more than likely the same dang spikes we've been chasing around all week. With not much going on, we decide to sit back and enjoy the show, watching these young spikes play around and graze in the meadow, pretending to fight, practicing for the day when they become big bulls fighting over cows.
Son of a gun. Damn, Mark. I know. We need predator control. Yeah, that was there. I want to hear this sucker again. Imagine he just comes over. There he is, there he is, there he is, there he is.
Just as I say, imagine if he just comes up, like magic, a bull appears from the timber. This bull is big, and and making his way right towards our direction. We stay as still as possible, as we are just outside the timber line exposed. Yet, as we continue to watch, he continues to make his way right towards us. I range the open area he's walking towards, knowing if he's able to get there, I'll have a shot. 53 yards. The bull gets 4 steps from my range location, and as I get ready to draw back, all of a sudden, he stops.
He's quartering too hard.
After waiting for what felt like an hour, he finally takes a step out in the open. I draw my bow back, and as if he read the playbook before I even drew it up, he does a 180, faces away from me, leaving me without a shot. Still shook by the last encounter, we turned towards the meadow to see another bull, 120 yards away, walking out to the meadow towards the spikes and some cows. With only about 10 minutes of shooting light left, and the clouds already making it almost impossible to see, we are left to stand and watch in amazement, surrounded by elk, in almost complete darkness.
Yeah, it ain't happening. Holy shit. That was crazy. That was the craziest thing I've ever experienced. An elk was hunting period, I think. That was like, oh, that horizon, dude, this is. Yeah, look at there's a group of cows coming. Did you hear the bugle? There's a bugle over here, too. There's that one. Oh, shit. Oh my God. That one. Yeah, that is popping.
Well, that's a wrap on the season. Well, not the season, my season. Got to drive home today. Decided to go out this morning and try to make something happen. And it turns out I can only get close to things I don't have tags for. Yeah, only thing we got close to was spikes, and then those 2 encounters where dang rangefinder and me being stupid cost you $800. But oh well, I'm gonna go meet Mark. Hopefully he's got some breakfast, and we're gonna eat up, pack up. We gotta drive 14 hours back home. Then we'll have 2 days to rest, Friday, we're hiking in for rifle season in California. So, try not to get burnt out, but... William Blake once said, "Great things are done when men and mountains meet." Now you could say, "Caleb, you didn't get anything. What's so great about that?" Still young in this life, I'm finding out more and more that the success of a hunt is not the horns on the wall or the meat in the freezer, but sometimes it's just about being in the woods and experiencing God's creation with your buddies.